Good morning. My name is Jim Gray. I'm the chairman of the Rocky Mount Organizing Committee, and we're here for a news briefing. I call it Countdown to Championships. We started working on this back in 2010, the city and myself and others, about the dream of trying to bring these spring championships to Rocky Mount from Burlington, where they had been for the last 7 years. And lo and behold, a lot of hard work later, in May of almost 2 years ago, May of 2011, Rocky Mount was awarded these games. And fast forward, a lot more work, and here we are 27 days away from the championships. So we wanted to bring the community up to date about the planning. We want to talk about an ambassadors program and some advertising, and really just hopefully get the community to begin to get excited so that they will come out to the competitions and really support this tournament. I wanted to recognize Julia Congleton Bryant, who's a member of the organizing committee. She's a trustee also at Wesleyan College, and as you know, really leads the Viking Classic. And we were talking about how wonderful this is to have the fall classic event and then this in the spring, at least for the next 2 years. So we're delighted to have you. Yes, absolutely. I'll bring on at this point for a few remarks Reuben Blackwell, City Councilman, also a member of the Rocky Mount Organizing Committee, and he'll introduce Charles Penny, the City Manager.
Good morning to all of you here. And as President Gray stated, I'm Reuben Blackwell, and I'm a member of the Rocky Mount City Council. On behalf of the mayor and the entire City Council, Jim, we are very excited that Rocky Mount will serve as host to this USA South tournament. We're excited because we know that 800 families, or students and their families, are coming to Rocky Mount to see what we know is one of the best places in North Carolina to be. We're also excited because we recognize that this opens up another opportunity for our region to highlight the wonderful sports talent that we have and continue to brand us as a sports, athletic, cultural community that has something for everyone. We are really impressed about how our entire community is pulled around the Wesleyan College family, and we are believing that we're going to not just have something great for one weekend, Jim, or 1 week, but we think this is going to be a multi-year opportunity that creates other multiple opportunities for folks from around the state of North Carolina and our region to come and see why we're great. And I'm particularly pleased, and I don't know if he wants to make comments. I know he never does because he's a modest gentleman. But our city manager, Charles Penny, has really done a great job, I think, in helping to build infrastructure and collaboration between institutions and organizations in our entire region, partnering governments with private industry, the hotel and travel and tourism industry, and our educational systems. You know, for the first time, I think that we have a tremendous partnership with our public schools and pulling together, you know, our whole community to make everything better for everyone. So we appreciate the opportunity. We appreciate the fact to show off that we can host as North Carolina Wesleyan College, can show that you're at the top of the heap in your conference, and Rocky Mount is the top of the heap in North Carolina. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Reuben.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Reuben. I want to introduce Kelvin Yarrell of Parks and Recreation. If there's any one person who's really taken this in the last year and worked on it extremely hard every day and is really on fire with all these preparations, is Kelvin. Kelvin?
Thank you, Jim, and City Councilmember Blackwell for all your support and leadership. On behalf of the Parks and Rec Department, I want to welcome everybody today and also talk to you about our tournament sites. As stated earlier, this is a true community event and regional event. We'll be hosting games in Rocky Mount, Wilson, and Zebulon. Our partners came together to help us put on this event, and the 5 sports that we're going to host are going to be tremendous opportunity for our community to really look at our resume in hosting sporting events. The sports that we'll look at first are golf, which will be held at Bivendell Country Club. one of the best courses around, and they have really extended their arms and they are open their course to our tournament, and we're truly honored to have them work with us. We will then look at lacrosse and softball to be held at the Rocky Mount Sports Complex. One of the true venues in our Eastern North Carolina that will focus on some great competition as well as our fields. We also have sports being held at the Slick Family Tennis Center on the campus of North Carolina Wesleyan, a brand new partnership between the City of Rocky Mount and North Carolina Wesleyan, and an opportunity for us to showcase this great partnership to schools from North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. And finally, we'll be hosting baseball at two of the premier venues in Eastern North Carolina. We'll have games on Wednesday and Thursday at Wilson Fleming Stadium, and then we'll move the competition to Five County Stadium where the Carolina Mudcats play. On behalf of the City of Rocky Mount and especially the Parks and Recreation Department, we're truly honored to be working with the tournament sites and the entire event. Mr. Gray.
Good job, Kelvin. Kelvin's done a fabulous job along with his staff, and we couldn't have done this without him. I want to bring up on Betsy Hester and some young people to talk about something that's not been done before with the USA South Tournament. We're very excited about it. We want to involve these young people because that's what it's all about, is providing good athletics for these young people. Betsy, you want to come forward?
Good morning. Thank you, Jim Gray, and I want to thank Dr. Jackson for providing us with this opportunity to share in this amazing experience for Wesleyan College and for the City of Rocky Mount. They invited my students from the IB program at Rocky Mount High School to participate as student ambassadors, and these are a few of the more than 70 ambassadors that will be helping with the games, and they represent both the IB program and our STAR athletic programs. The students will be helping at all the venue sites. They'll be helping the night of the opening ceremonies. They'll be helping with the individual games and venues, and they're pretty excited about it. And I think I'm going to let a few of them step up and talk about the experience, what this experience means for them. Thank you. Mason Hines, you want to talk about it?
Again, my name is Mason, and I would like to thank Ms. Hester for this opportunity to expand our knowledge not only on our sports, but to expand our knowledge on North Carolina Wesleyan and other different sports and experiences to help out our community and show that our Wesleyan College is the best college around.
My name is Andy Morris, and like Mason, I'm glad Ms. Hester allowed us to have this opportunity to come out. It just helps me get more involved in my community and maybe get to know some people that I wouldn't know without doing this opportunity. I mean, without doing this or participating in this, and just allows me to see some college people play, college kids play, and maybe help to see what I can do to improve my game. So.
My name is Stephanie, and I'm excited, like Mason and Andy, I'm also thankful to Ms. Hester for letting us be able to go out in the community and be able to participate. And I'm excited about bonding with people from other states and conference, or actually same conference, but and bonding with them and learning more about other schools and other opportunities that are out there for colleges.
Hi, I'm Shaquila Lawrence, and like everyone else, I'm also thankful to Ms. Hester for allowing me to be able to go out and reach out to my community and help out with this event. I think that this would be a great chance for me to be able to see college athletes compete in person and up close, so it can help me and all the sports that I play and just help me become a better, well-rounded person.
I'm Ashton Coates, and I'm also thankful for this opportunity. I think it's a great way for us as athletes ourselves to see other athletes and how they interact, and also as a part of the IB program just to see the different cultures and different nationalities and stuff that we can see there.
Hi, my name is Katherine Geisker, and as everyone else, I'm also thankful for Ms. Hester for giving us this opportunity. I think it's just going to be wonderful to be able to connect with different people and also to see some sports that I'm not quite as familiar with, such as lacrosse, which we don't really have a big program around here, but it's going to be wonderful to see everyone. And it's going to be wonderful just to connect with other athletes and to see college level sports.
I want to thank Nancy Ferguson, who's not here, for working closely with Betsy to put this together. We think it's a great way to expose all these athletes, student athletes, to the wonderful young people here in Rocky Mount. Literally, there will be student athletes from all over the world who play in these. If you just came out and looked at our men's tennis team, we have players from Sweden, Russia, Kazakhstan, etc. So literally, you will see. And the same with baseball, and a lot of international students go to the 13 schools in our conference. So please engage with them, and it'll be a great experience. We are reaching out to the community. We want Rocky Mount to really participate, to take ownership of this tournament. And one way we can do that is through advertising and public relations activities and promotion. And I want to thank Lewis Advertising, which is donating a lot of time to put together the communications piece so that everybody in the community will know what's happening, when, and where, so that they can come out. So I want to introduce Don Williams to you of Lewis Advertising.
As Jim said, we really have two constituencies, two target audiences, as we say in our business, that we're trying to reach with our messages and with our communication. One is ourselves. And that message that we're trying to convey to the local community is that we're going to have over 850 athletes, coaches, and parents moving into our market April 10 through 14. Those people are going to be filling our hotels, dining in our restaurants, shopping in our stores. So we need to make sure that the Rocky Mount community knows they're coming and knows to make them welcome. But the other thing we need to do, the other constituency, is the conference itself. They've agreed to come for 2 years. What we're trying to do with part of our advertising and promotional effort is to make them feel so welcome and so happy being here that they'll extend that out for a much longer time. So part of the advertising is effort is going to be targeting ourselves. Part of the advertising effort is going to be targeting the conference. And the way we're going to join the two together is the advertising's encouraging our residents, our people, to go out to the games. Because one of the things we learned in the Burlington experience is not many of the local Burlington, Alamance County residents showed up at those games. So we want to put as many people in seats at the various venues and various games as we can for the event. The advertising is a real partnership this year. All the media came to the table. Everybody said, we want to do our part. Everybody, the radio stations have come in. They're a very collaborative effort. We're going to have radio commercials running 2 weeks prior to the event. We have TV advertising on WHIG, and Suddenlink will be heavily aired during the 2 weeks leading up to the event. We also have newspaper advertising, and the Telegram is going out of its way with some extra effort on its part. This is a reproduction and a reduction of a newspaper insert wrapper. If you see in Sunday papers or Wednesday papers, they'll have inserts in the paper and they put them inside a wrapper. Well, this is the wrapper that's going to be on Thursday, April 11. It's going to say, be a good sport, come to the games. And it says, please give a big welcome to the 850 players and coaches visiting us this week with the 13 college logos. Now that's a nice little advertising piece, but what's really important to this piece is on the back side is a listing of where every game is being played, April 11 through 14, what the venue is, what the times are. It doesn't have the teams playing because those aren't known yet, but it tells you where the games are. So we're trying to give people as much reason and excuse as possible to show up for the games. This same piece in a slightly different version is going to run on Sunday, April 7. It will run in the Telegram as just an insert wrap on the outside, and we'll have a version of this a version of this running as a half-page ad on Wednesday, April 10. So we're going to have plenty of newspaper coverage. We're going to have plenty of radio coverage. We're going to have plenty of TV coverage. I've also challenged Lamar Advertising. They're going to do a special twist for us. If you know, there's some digital billboards in town. One's on Sunset Avenue, one's on Highway 301 across or right at Golden East Mall. And what they're going to try to do is take this schedule, and during the game days, April 11 through 14, each day they're going to be flipping what games are being played where on the digital billboard messaging. So we're really trying to challenge them to, because that's going to be a fairly complicated piece to get that done, to help convince people as they're driving by, oh, there's a game at 3 o'clock at Rocky Mount City Complex, I think I'll go to it. And so that's part of the strategy to encourage people to participate. So I want to thank our media partners who are here today. I want you to know that we've many a times, Lewis Advertising's gone out and asked for advertising support. This time we went out and we got more than we asked for, and I truly am appreciative of how everybody in the community is coming together to really get behind the USA South Conference, and I think you're going to find it's going to be one of the more enjoyable experiences that our community has had. Thank you.
I want to bring up Martha Lamb, who many of you know is the former head of Travel and Tourism. She's back on a contract basis to work on this tournament. There's no question that without Martha Lamb and the city and with Dale Smith and Kelvin and Charles out front, this never would have happened. With the tourism industry and got behind it and was a cheerleader and a leader and really helped us win this. And they will benefit, but they're also giving back to the community in great measure. So, Martha, you want to tell a little bit about the preparations from the tourism standpoint?
Good morning. I'm going to tell you what, this is a tourism dream come true. If you were to just close your eyes and be the tourism director and work with all the TDA and everyone and say, I wish we could have a tournament here that would bring 800 athletes with their parents, with their entourage, and they come to Rocky Mount and stay 4 days. And not just that, they're coming back next year. So what is the objective of the Tourism Bureau and the hospitality industry? It's to show appreciation that they're here. So what are we going to do? We're going to cover Rocky Mount, Nash and Edgecombe County with banners. When they walk into the hotels, the frontline people and the staff are going to have T-shirts on in appreciation. We're going to assist with the ambassador program so that all the young people out here become hospitality professionals so that you will know and go on in life and say, you know what, I learned how to do this back when the tournament came, the 800 people that came to Rocky Mount. We're also going to be very knowledgeable about our area. We don't want anybody to come to Rocky Mount and come up to any of our hotel restaurant people or anybody and say, what is there to do here? Well, I don't know. We're not going to say that. Where is this restaurant? Everyone in Rocky Mount is going to be knowledgeable so that when they leave, they say, gosh, what a great city. Cannot wait to come back next year. Thank you.
I wanted to preview this. This is the program. All the teams and the schedules and a welcome from the city. You will see literally thousands of these around, and they'll be given out free at all the venues. The next big event will be Thursday, April 11th, where for the first time there will be an opening ceremony for the championships, and we're still putting that together, but it'll be at the City Sports Complex. It will feature, I should say, the best marching band in this part of North Carolina from this high school and the chorus. And they'll be doing the national anthem and other things to make it a festive occasion. And we'll have a little talking, but we'll just formally open the tournament, and the commissioner of USA South, Rita Wiggs, will be there, and we'll show, I'm sure, express appreciation for the tournament and look forward to the next 4 days. So that's the next time you'll probably see a special event. We thank you for coming, students. This is your city to be, and I hope this is a great experience for you. I know you'll help with the effort, but I hope it's also valuable to you. At the beginning of the day and the end of the day, this is designed to give these student athletes not just the opportunity to move on to the national championships with Division III, which are the small schools around the country, but to have an experience that they will always remember. We're going to give them things that say Rocky Mount, but what we want to give them is a memory. Those are great 4 days. Whether we won that tournament or we lost, that's a great city. Those are nice people, and I'll never forget my time in Rocky Mount. So that's what we're trying to do at the end of the day. It's all about the students, and we're excited. Hope the community over those next 27 days gets excited as well.